welcome into Extra Time. Thank you very much for your tweets. Should we get straight to it? Any chit chat? No? Right.
By the way, is there any flowers left in Bristol, Connecticut?
There it is.
There's the chit chat.
Yep.
Where did they appear from?
Well, they're festive, aren't they? We have this conversation every year.
The same flowers every year.
I know they are. They're not real, though, are they?
Of course they're not. Why would they be real?
Well, why wouldn't?
Why wouldn't they be?
Well, of course they're not going to be real because they've got to use them again next year.
All right.
They're going to go out and buy flowers
I've
every
been
year.
told to move on. I'm not sure if we're allowed to be critical of the flowers.
Oh, we're not that politically correct. Oh,
I like the flowers.
Hey, red and white, I like the colours.
Should the Premier League teams be ashamed that Leicester is top?
Ashamed? No. Shouldn't be ashamed. Why should be ashamed? It's a one-off, isn't it? I would imagine. They're on a great run. Nobody saw coming.
Why would you be ashamed to watch a team that actually is very enjoyable to watch? They're entertaining, they score goals, they let goals in and all. Nothing to be ashamed about whatsoever.
Well, if you're Chelsea, you should be ashamed of yourself, period. Regardless of whatever.
Regardless of who you're playing.
Yeah, regardless of who's in the top
player
four.
at the
So
moment.
I guess to that degree, yes, somebody should be ashamed.
Okay, Gab. Would winning the Premier League with Leicester be a bigger accomplishment for Ranieri than Mourinho winning the Champions League with Porto?
Wow.
What's to the right of you there,
The
Gab?
answer is no, because I'm looking at this as a lose-lose proposition. No, I think it would be, frankly, because Porto in those years, obviously, they had won the Europa League, or it might have still been the UEFA Cup back then, the year before. So they were a side who you weren't surprised to see in, say, the quarterfinals. And once you're in the quarterfinals, you've only got 2 rounds to go, and you get to the final. Plus it was a year where a lot of big sides knocked each other out, so they ended up playing Monaco in the final, Deportivo La Coruña in the semis. It can happen. But Leicester, you're talking about winning the Premier League, being the best over 38 games, and you're up against all these sides like City, like United, like Chelsea, who go and have enormous wage bills, enormous net spends, and you're in your first season.
How's it just a
and your
yes or
team
no?
was in last place. So yes, it would be a greater achievement.
I tell you
right?
what, I'm so glad
Just
I
giving
came in
you more
today.
reasons.
I'm so glad I came in today, Gab, because I've seen some lovely flowers, and now I know after the quarterfinals there's only 2 rounds to go. Thanks. Monday,
Well, not
great.
everybody's played in that many Champions League quarterfinals, Craig. So
No, I know, but I know, and listen, players that I've got there are brilliant, but did you know that, Stevie?
What?
Having won the UEFA Cup / European Cup, that after the quarters, there was 2 rounds to go.
Oh, was it?
Did you go in the dressing room and go, how many rounds to go, lads?
Right.
You know what? I don't think we did.
Okay, final question. Can PSG reach the Champions League final?
Well, they can.
Well, they can, because it could end up being a little bit what Gab described there. If you get to the quarters, there's only 2 games to go,
There we go.
and you might come up against, I don't know.
You okay?
Salzburg again.
you come up against Ghent.
Yeah,
Again.
there you go.
Oh, there you go. All right, that's it. I think that's enough of that, isn't it?
You were about to fly there.
I think so.
Just because you've got a cold.
What's that got to do with anything?
He actually cried during the show.
I did. I
Got emotional.
You did?
Got emotional.
I did.
I thought you were peeling an onion.
You thought I was peeling an onion? What a stupid thing to say.
Well, that's what it looked like to me.
Did I have an onion?
I
Or
don't know,
a peeler?
did you? I don't know.
Oh, I thought you were peeling an onion over there.
Why else would you cry?
We'll be back tomorrow without any onions, 6 p.m. Eastern on ESPN
what?
News.